So we're here with Brynard Stander, who's returned home from the Asian Showcase series. What's it like returning home as a winner?
Oh man, it was a very long tour, but it was very good for the team for a proper first travel together. A lot of bonding happening, and guys obviously getting to spend a lot of time together. First 2 weeks we spent in Japan. First week in more sort of like a rural area of Japan, and then second week to the big city of Tokyo. The results we got there was almost exactly what we looked for. Before we left, one of our main goals was to get 3 from 3. We managed to get 2 from 3, which is something to be very proud of. The second game obviously being against Japan A, mostly the Japanese World Cup squad that they're using to prep for this year's World Cup, so it was a tough encounter. I think we had a lot to learn from that game, but the performance from the boys was gutsy. It was a tough fight. We actually came back from being 20-0 down early in the first half. Very proud of the lads there. Obviously the third week took us to Singapore, where the conditions were some of which we'd never experienced before. Most of the players, it was hot, it was humid, it was very slippery. Very low scoring game, which is not usual for this sort of showcase series, but it was a tough fought win, and very proud of the lads being able to adapt to the conditions and the style and just a new environment. It's different, of course, because we weren't back at home at NIB in front of all our fans, our 15,000 regular fans we get, but it was also good to see we got a group of about 30 die-hard fans that came on tour and came to support us. It was lovely to see. I had my family there in the third week in Singapore too. I've got a brother-in-law who lives over there, so my small half of my family came over to Singapore to support us too. So it was a good result for us to be able to get away with the win. Of course, right now we're leading the showcase series. We're ahead, and we've got one more to go. Hopefully we can bring it home.
With a few days to recharge, obviously back here, take us through how you and the boys are going to use this time to prep for the next game in Hong Kong.
I think this week is the most important thing. This week is for us to get a mental refresher. I think for the boys to be back in their own beds and being around their family and just trying to get back into their normal routine. We just got to hit the reset button. Of course, being away for that long is hard on the body, and it's hard mentally as well. But the quicker we can press the reset button and focus on the following challenge, the better. Of course, this weekend posts another challenge for us, being a short turnaround and being back on the road. It's always difficult to tour. It's always difficult to hop on the plane and get mentally prepared and ready for a big clash. But I think we've shown so far already that we can do that. We can travel and we can win. So it's important that we just keep that ball rolling.
Yeah. Obviously, you alluded to the tough game against the Dragons just recently. The try by Testament obviously proving to be crucial in the final deciding score. With the team list varying from game to game, is there any sort of standout players that come to mind that have stood out so far in the showcase?
It's difficult to say. Every game is played differently. Some games it's going to be very free flowing. Other games it's going to be very forward or back orientated. I think so far it's been an entire squad effort. All the guys have been putting in the work, not just on the field, but even the boys back home when we were travelling, they were sending through footage and information to help us on game day. The game on the last game on the weekend, the crucial bit was our set piece. I think it's our set piece that got us there in the end. Obviously Tessman scoring a try on the back of a well set up maul from the forwards. The ball was very slippery. We struggled to get past 3 or 4 phases. We always knew it was going to be like that. It's important that we took the opportunities we got, and I think we did that.
Thank you for your time.
It's a pleasure, mate. Good to talk to you.